Wheelnerds. This is episode 214. I'm Chuck.
And I'm Todd.
We're going to be talking about motorcycles.
And can of wine. Woo!
Wow.
Because, you know.
Why are you pouring it in the glass? That seems to be defeat the purpose of having it in a can.
Well, I could drink it out of the can, but it's in a metal can and it's red.
So? If they pack it in the can, they must mean for you to drink it out of the can.
A red?
Drink it out of the can. You already drank one can with
There's
glass.
like no air exposure on this can. It's not going to breathe at all. It's going to have to sit open in the can for like fucking 20 minutes. And I want some wine now.
At least just try it.
It's a red wine that's too tanniny and needs to breathe. I'm going to put it in my cup now. This doesn't have to be a glass. This could be a plastic cup just as easily.
There are a lot of middle-aged mothers who are laughing at you right now.
It's a Pinot Noir. Middle-aged mothers don't drink. No, shit. Fuck.
I'm sorry, what?
Never mind.
You were saying?
I retract the statement.
Mr. Wine Snob, what? How are you?
I'm great.
Yeah.
I'm on my second can of wine.
Yeah.
Because as some listeners know, we always record the interview first and then move in. And I started with a can of wine, but I had to open one.
So, so
the audio effect.
The can in the wine in the can.
Mm-hmm.
How is it?
Well, once you've had one already, quite good.
How was your first one?
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be fair. If you're buying wine in a can and it costs about as much as a fancy beer, you're not expecting like spectacular wine.
Auxiliary Wheelnerd Melinda buys a lot of wine in a can.
Does she?
Yeah, she loves drinking wine in a can.
Okay. Out of the can?
I don't know.
Does she drink white or does she drink red? I'm going with
it's white.
Yeah, I say white for Melinda. I don't see her doing reds.
You're saying she's not good enough for red?
No. Excuse me a moment. I have to tread lightly over here.
What are all these little red flags everywhere?
What's this in the ground? It looks like a can of tuna.
Weird. Pick it up.
Back to my wine. Yeah, the can of wine is surprisingly okay. This is the Cyclos Gladiator.
So is this adventure wine?
I think it could be adventure wine, yeah.
Adventure winey.
Yes, and it has a naked lady on the can. So you know it's extra adventure-y.
So, yeah, okay. So now you can take your wine in a can, in a 6-pack.
It comes in a 4-pack, but yeah.
In a 4-pack?
Dude, if you pounded this whole 4-pack, you would be 3 sheets to the fucking wind.
Outrageous.
I am already pretty good to go at one can.
Yeah, but you're kind of a lightweight these days.
This is true. This is 100% true.
But I see you're not making that up because of the way you're manipulating that glass.
Mm.
You're not putting the glass to your mouth and drinking from it. You're like thrusting the glass in different directions and hoping.
Hoping for the best. Aim for mouth, aim for fuck shit, god damn
it. So that must be okay then.
Yeah.
If you're like,
but yeah, so apart from the fact that it's in a can and it's a Pinot Noir and it needs to breathe. No, the flavor changes when air touches it, right? Okay. So it has to sit in something where air can get to it. If you're getting it for your adventure, open the can, go make dinner, and then drink it, and it'll be good.
Can't you just swish it around in your mouth?
No.
Why not? There's air in your mouth.
I don't even know where to start with that. This is Chuck. In order to make his wine breathe, he gargles it.
Yeah.
Available today. Chuck wine.
Seems more environmentally. Here, give me that can.
Here's a can.
Is there stuff in it? Okay.
Yeah.
That's horrible. God damn. It's all over my tongue.
I warned you. It's a Pinot Noir. Not super tanniny because it's a Pinot Noir. I mean, this isn't like drinking, you go drink those California Zins and it feels like they're coming up and they're grabbing your tongue and they're just taking like a fucking like one of those things that, what do you call the wood thing that like scrapes off stuff along the top of a door?
A joiner?
A joiner. No, not a joiner. The thing that actually scrapes parts up. Planer, yeah. It feels like you're taking a planer to your tongue. Yeah. No, it's not like that.
That was not. Why do people drink wine? That's not good.
Not bad, and it's getting better. Once it breathes, it's real good. Chuck, I know something else that's an acquired taste. Something that is a particularly Chuck acquired taste that we should talk about today.
Okay.
Chuck, what if electric motorcycle?
What if electric motorcycle?
Yes.
Sounds like crazy talk.
What if Buell electric motorcycle?
Buell electric motorcycle?
Chuck, put your wallet back in your pocket.
No.
Holy shit. I didn't even see your hand move.
I am a ninja.
Damn. That was fast.
I am half ninja.
That's right. So apparently fuel is a thing. And you know, somewhere somebody is
Fuel.
like laughing at their dad joke that they have just made.
Oh, God. I hope. We got to see if we can get Eric back on the show.
Absolutely.
And
so check.
The main question is, who came up with this name?
Okay, so here's the thing. Eric is a dad, right?
Yeah.
And what are the chances that his business partner is a dad?
Probably one of his.
Pretty good.
He's got two.
So it's this place is like dad joke palace.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
He's got two partners and two founders. He's listed as the CTO.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Okay.
That's where he should be.
Straight up. If you were gonna start a company and you were gonna put Eric Buell in a position, you want him to be the chief nerd.
Yep.
Like there was a position he was born for.
Yep.
They have two electric motorcycles. This was the part I thought was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the part that I'm looking at this and I'm like, holy shit, this is going to break people's brains with electric motorcycles. Because, you know, Harley's got their
live wire.
Fucking live wire that's like everything you own in your firstborn, like more than a freaking geezer glide electric bike with like no range.
It's the kind of thing that I can envision someone going to a Harley dealer and be like, yeah, I'm kind of interested in an electric bike. And a salesman's like, oh, yeah, but have you seen this ultra comfy glide over here?
I've seen this actual thing that's, you know, like a little nicer and way cheaper.
Yeah.
Go on.
Kind of like how Buell was. Lure sporty-minded people into a dealership, and the salesman would be like, oh, but have you looked at these V-Rods?
I'm trying to imagine like sport guy being like, yay, V-Rod. It's not quite happening for me.
You know, you just get them in. You just gotta get them in the door.
Mm-hmm. And then you lock it. And yeah. So they've actually got two. And this is the part that I think is so cool.
Fluid.
The flow and the fluid. So the flow, by the way, is directly aimed at zero. Mm-hmm. The flow is like, hey, zero, fuck you guys, because it's a pretty fast, pretty good range, like 120 something miles. They're saying.
Yeah.
And you know, like. Basic, you know, go run around sport bike. I mean, 120 miles is a little low for like a day ride, but
yeah, 125 city miles for the flow.
Mm-hmm. So like, you know, half that if you're really like flogging it.
Yeah. The other bike has two removable batteries.
Mm-hmm. Well, and so the cool thing, so the flow is the fast bike, but this is the really cool thing is they have two of them. So the flow is like $11,000 or so. They're estimating, but here's the fucking killer. The fluid is like $3,500. So the fluid is like, hey, Honda, everybody who makes a cheap bike, fuck you too.
Yeah.
It's an electric bike that is super affordable, which is basically unheard of. Electric anything affordable is unheard of.
Yep.
And has like surprisingly okay range and goes basically as fast as a scooter that you would pay $3,000, $4,000 for.
Yeah.
It sounds awesome to be
and
perfectly honest.
They're targeting deliveries of the fluid this year.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
With early 2021 for the flow.
Yeah, I am really psyched to see these, honestly.
So a $3,300 electric motorcycle.
Mm-hmm. Which will go, you know, 30 miles an hour or so, which is, you know, realistically, it's competing with the 49cc scooters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's competing with a scooter.
Yeah, it's competing with a scooter. And it
looks way better than a scooter.
Oh my God, it looks better than a scooter. But the thing I see is that's going to compete with the scooter. So like the Honda Metropolitan is now like under threat, or the PCX, whatever the hell it is, Honda is really like, they're aiming directly at them.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know what's going to happen is they're going to come up with a slightly bigger one that'll do 50 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And now they're suddenly looking at Vespa and the Vespa EX that's coming out, which looks, by the way, rad. I mean, it looks like a Vespa, but it's got an electric motor in it.
Mm-hmm.
So like a Vespa with even more torque. Good luck keeping the front wheel on the ground, kids. But they're aiming directly at the Vespa. The thing I really like about it, the thing that I think is the coolest, is because it's Eric Buell, right?
Yep.
So you know there's going to be something a little strange that makes you go, well, that's really weird. That's a really good idea, actually. In this case, it's that the back wheel is the motor. So like a Zero, the back wheel is just a wheel, and it's got a chain drive to it, and it's got an electric motor sitting in the middle of the bike, which is okay for mass centralization. But Electric motor isn't that heavy. You can put it in the hub of the wheel, which is how a lot of them work. And then the entire rest of the bike is cargo.
Right.
Speaking of, hey, all you other people making commuter machines, screw you. That's a pretty powerful statement.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you want luggage? We are luggage. I mean,
Okay.
the bike is luggage.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, the Fluid, it's a pedal electric bike. So it's going to have two modes. It's going to have two options. One
Mhm.
is as a pedal electric with a max 20 mile an hour,
Mm-hmm.
and then an S pedal electric, which is max 28 miles per hour. And at that point, it'll be considered a motorized bike.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll need insurance and a helmet,
Sure.
depending
Okay.
on your state.
Which is okay.
So at 20 miles an hour,
20 mile an hour one is definitely a little dicey, but I can see.
yeah, that it's aimed at people with electric bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's electric bicycles all over the place.
Which
And it's definitely pointing at them.
The millennials love.
Mm.
I go into a GameStop and I'll see like 3 or 4 of those things just stacked up.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
The kids these days.
kids these days, Chuck.
You got to put your finger on the pulse.
Mm.
But yeah, that fits a lot. That makes a lot more sense now with the $3,300 price tag.
Yeah. Yeah.
That they're essentially selling an electric bicycle
Mhm.
first.
Yep.
And then will come the motorcycle, which this article I'm reading doesn't list a whole lot of details about.
No, I get the impression that it's still kind of like
That one's still kind of coming.
mildly futuristic. The idea that there's a lot I love about it, like the idea of, okay, the motor's in the hub because who cares, right?
Mhm.
Who gives a shit? That means you got cargo space for batteries, which means you could theoretically have more batteries, or you could use it for luggage.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I honestly, what I'm thinking of right now is I'm imagining someone gets a hold of this thing and puts the fish fairing on it. Craig Vetter. Remember we talked to him and he was talking about the challenge of how can you get really good mileage and hold 2 bags of groceries?
Yeah, yeah.
Like if it holds 2 bags of groceries, this is bringing a really legit commuter vehicle
Mm-hmm.
in.
I like that the concept motorcycle looks like a Buell.
Yes, I think that's a nice touch. It's decidedly Buell-y looking.
Yeah.
It'd be sort of disappointing if it wasn't, right? Like,
But you can tell already that there's more of a business plan. It feels like behind this.
I really like that part, honestly. Like that's my favorite part. It's this is you've got this brilliant engineer in Eric Buell who has gotten into business. He's smart, like most engineers, he's smart and he can think business. But if I'm being perfectly honest, he's not devious enough for it.
It's not his passion.
It's not his passion, and there's a deviousness that is required for business. Real, just being real about it.
Yeah.
He's not a devious man.
Oh, he's such a nice guy.
He's super nice and he's brilliant. And he's always thinking like around corners that people don't expect.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm really excited about for this.
Mm-hmm.
I love the electric bicycle idea because, the whole moped idea for in cities just sounds great,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many times I'm thinking like my drive to work and I'm riding on the Bandit with its stupid amount of horsepower. And if I get up to 50, it's a fast day.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the Sandy cops are like, hey, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah. I mean, you're very fortunate as
Mhm.
far as your commute,
That's true, I
your
suppose.
distance and stuff.
I'm not highly typical in that regard. I guess I don't have to get on the highway and stuff like a lot of people in American cities.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like millennials aren't buying stuff in the suburbs because how the fuck can a millennial afford something in the suburbs?
Exactly.
The baby
yeah.
boomers have driven the prices through the roof.
Yeah.
So they're living in the cities, and suddenly, something that goes 30 and has pedal power for when you need it is like wildly practical.
Yeah.
If it can carry a couple bags of groceries, like what else do you need?
Yeah.
Screw cars.
Yeah.
Those things are expensive.
Yeah. I mean,
Grandpa drives cars.
you're living in an apartment. You don't need a car.
Yeah,
to
fuck.
take up room.
Do you know how much parking costs in New York City? All of it.
Get an apartment that doesn't have a garage space or something.
You have to get a second apartment for your car,
Yeah.
basically.
I dig it.
I am excited to see what it is, and I think we need to reach out to Eric and get him on here.
I'm just
pronto to
excited
talk about it.
to have Eric back
Yeah,
with his fingers in it.
there's a bit of that too.
Yeah, that for me. That's the whole reason I got into this podcast, right? Was to
Mhm.
try to weasel my way to talk to Eric Buell.
Mhm.
Now it's to weasel my way to talk to him again.
Hello, Mr. Buell. We'd like to talk to you about fuel, legally distinct from Buell or EBR.
Hello, Eric Fuel.
Well, I know what joke Chuck's going to drop. It was at that point that the inevitable happened.
We make fuel jokes for the rest of the show.
I'm strangely comfortable with the idea.
How you feeling about this?
I'm feeling all right.
You feel all right?
I'm feeling good.
Oh, that's good.
Mm.
Can't wait to see what comes out of the mind of Eric Fuel.
Elsewhere in the motorcycling world, there are not really clever designs. There are less clever designs. One could argue there are inadvisable designs, Chuck.
Yes.
So, okay, we both know that three-wheeled stuff is cool, right?
Yes.
I mean, like sidecars, super cool. Trike, trikes are okay. What if you had 5 wheels?
Wow.
This one comes from Steve, owner and operator of Surf and Summit Motorcycles. The 5-wheeled truck trike.
Someone watched a lot of the Munsters growing up.
Tell us about it, Chuck.
The 5-wheel truck trike for $999.
Anywhere.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm trying to track down the previous owners of this trike as I'm in full swing on a complete restoration and it's missing its windows and the back hatch along with a roof rack. Any info would be greatly appreciated. I am also interested in buying photos of this trike that I don't have. It was red, orange, yellow, and red again. Thanks.
That was not what I expected.
I totally did not find a body in the back of this trike, and I'm trying to help the police ascertain who the murderers are.
I am not a cop. I have to tell you that, dude, it's the law.
Not a trap.
100% not trap. Okay, so this is... Wow.
How did he get this?
It
was
okay.
This was a magazine thing.
This was acquired. Well, yeah. So in
its heyday,
in the ad, and it's in Maine to the great surprise of nobody. We're going to post the ad because it's spectacular. Also, maybe you can tell him about it. It has pictures from like a 70s magazine of the truck trike in action. And wow, it is a truck trike from the 70s.
And he wants to bring it back to its glory.
Yep.
God bless him.
Former glory. It's yeah. I think the funniest thing about it to me is I'm looking at it and like the fiberglass on this thing, while it's, the paint is all scuffed and gone to hell. The fiberglass is really, really well built.
So still pretty solid.
It's not cracked anywhere that I can see. It's not got any like delamination going on. Like whoever built this thing for fiberglass built it to last.
Yeah.
Like this is some serious stuff.
Yeah.
My cousin Chris over at Cox Composites, if you need your boat upgraded, call him.
Hey, we have to charge for that.
Oh shit. Chris, you owe me a $20 or a beer. Yeah, somebody really built this well. Like they had a vision and truck trike. But so there it is. But if you know about the truck trike, apparently you can make money.
You can help.
Or you could probably, okay, so this person has a truck trike, right? In a barn which is made of OSB in the background. Once again, the background tells more story than the actual foreground. Okay, they have an OSB barn in Maine. You know everything you know. But here's the thing that springs to my mind. They're offering money for, information about this thing.
Are they offering money or are they offering money just for photos?
It looks like they're interested in buying photos of the trike.
Right.
So, if you have photos, we can Photoshop.
Any info would be greatly appreciated. You'll be my pal.
But here's the thing. Where would you acquire something like this? Would you acquire it in the normal economy?
No.
This is 100% shadow economy. So I'm thinking you go to this person, you're like, I got some information about the trike. By the way, what do you have in your collection right now? And they're like, well, okay, so I got this trailer and I got this camper. There's a trike and the conversation just goes on from there.
Raccoons.
So many raccoons.
So many raccoons.
This thing would hold families of raccoons. This thing would hold like an entire city of raccoons.
Have you seen that one pic from like the 80s or 90s? A woman went camping and she heard something outside of her tent. And or it might have been a man. This person was frightened by the noises happening outside the tent.
Right.
So they took their film camera back then, stuck it out the door, took a picture. When they developed the photo, it was a normal nighttime forest scene, and there were like 50 raccoons, all of them staring at the camera.
Awesome.
I gotta track this photo down and just put it with this show. But yeah, they're all like in different poses, and so like some are all bored. standing, but they're all looking at the camera.
Well, yeah, camera just stuck out of the tent, and they're like, "The fuck is kitchen? Oh God, that was bright."
It was amazing.
Wow. And you could fit them all in here.
You
your
could
truck
fit
trike.
them all in
Your
the
truck trike will hold that many raccoons with room to spare for two bags of groceries.
It could be driven by the raccoons.
Mm-hmm.
This thing had raccoons living in it.
Guaranteed. Absolutely, positively guaranteed. The wheel well alone was home to 2 families of raccoons. Those are some big wheels.
Yeah, those big
I would
wheels.
not want to pay to replace those tires.
I wonder what the motor in that thing is.
All of it. Many. You turn that front wheel to make steering effort, and the motor and the back wheels are like, hey, you know what? Fuck you.
It kind of looks like a drag car.
I wouldn't want to try to turn it sharply. I'm not gonna lie.
It looks like a dragster.
It would probably put some rubber down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess.
It's got 2 big old bottles of NOS in the back.
NOS.
Bro.
Bruh.
Oh my God.
Meanwhile, in the inadvisable trike man, which appears to be the Wheelnerd's hallmark, miniature Reaper chopper trike. Hey,
those 2 words should never go together.
Miniature Reaper. Tiny Death.
It's gonna be your new band name.
No, Chuck, wait. Collectible item.
Bullshit.
Trikes are FOB. FOB?
Fresh off the boat?
I guess. Alberta, Canada. Length 7 feet.
English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
Width 24 bar width. 22 inches at the pegs. 33 inches at the rear fenders. Runs great. Brand new tires. Engine 4.5 horsepower. Single overhead cam. Pull start overhead valve gasoline.
So it's a lawnmower.
Which is 100% a lawnmower.
You could have just said that and
shortcut
saved
to
so much time.
And it's a lawnmower.
It's a lawnmower I put in a trike.
But it's not even like a nice lawnmower. Like, that's like a shitty Chinese lawnmower.
There's everything in this is shitty.
I mean, okay. If it was like a 5 horsepower Tecumseh engine, then you can get like parts by tripping over them, right?
Uh-huh.
Like snowblower or that mower you gave me.
Yeah.
Like, which by the way have a ton of interchangeable parts, which is really funny.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, this is other.
It scares me that there's nothing in the background.
Why should that scare you?
I'm so used to seeing things in the background.
Well, it tells you a lot about the person selling it, right?
There's so much murder.
This is the
happening at
murder
this
house. Yeah, this is the murder house that just looks totally normal.
That's why he calls it the Reaper.
Mm-hmm. Reaper chopper, by which I mean not gonna murder you if you show up. That was a joke.
By which I mean not a chopper.
Mm-hmm.
Because you do that to the forks.
Yes, chopping. Chopping would imply that the frame was modified in some way.
Modify!
This was probably built like this by someone who wasn't thinking very hard. Meanwhile,
Cafe Racer for sale.
It's a super cool cafe racer.
Super cool bike that needs to be driven.
They want
$3,500 for this thing.
Mm.
We have 2 of the same Ninja 250. Don't let it fool you. Super quick and gets after it just fine, or buzz around the neighborhood with ease.
Mm.
That's all true. I'm 6'3" and love these. That's good too.
Mm-hmm.
Text is best to get a hold of me. What the fuck did he do to that bike?
Well, he appears to have made it look like a Ducati Scrambler. And ish.
I mean, it looks nice.
It does.
It looks clean.
It's a nicely put together cafe racer.
Yeah.
However, I'm just going to
more
be the
pictures.
Yeah. Well, okay. More pictures. Summoning pictures. Please hold for pictures. It's the same picture twice. Here it is again.
It's not. I like the one in the back better.
Yeah, there's a BMW in the back that's actually nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
that isn't the other 250?
No, it's BMW.
Oh. Because he said he had 2 of them.
So credit where credit's due. It's a nicely put together cafe racer.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad.
But here's the thing.
It shouldn't be one.
For this, we're talking more than you could buy this Ninja 250 for on the street.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't say what year it is, does he?
Does it matter?
Well, now they're like $4,000.
Oh yes, okay, but that's like the 300.
Yeah.
Or the 350 or whatever the fuck they're up to now.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a Ninja 250, no.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good customization, but like
it looks nice.
It does look nice, but I can't. I can't fathom that much look nice. And maybe that's just me.
I wonder if he did this work himself
Could be.
or themselves.
Yeah, well, I mean, and they could be, doing this for a job.
Because it looks like they kept the Ninja parts and fabbed them to make do.
To some degree. The tail section looks like it's a custom job.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
I wish he would have done a little bit more here around the tank to kind of clean up that edge.
The middle and the tank, it looks like they just left the Ninja tank in place.
Yeah.
Well, in fairness, the tank is the hard part, right?
Yeah.
The tank is far and away the hard part.
That's an interesting color to paint it.
Yeah, it's kind of the drab beige.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have been my first choice.
No, those matte drab colors that were very popular with cafe racer types.
Yeah.
They're trying to look like the primerized, shitbag gray primer type of thing.
But that doesn't look like a shitbag.
No, it doesn't. It actually looks pretty nice. I still can't wrap my head around paying that much for Ninja 250 that's been, basically just taken off the fairing and thrown some neat looking doohickeys on the back.
He doesn't give us any info about the Ninja 250.
No. Which in fairness you could Google.
Well, I mean, info like, what year is this bike?
Oh, yes, the all-important.
How many miles does this bike have?
How is will not explode?
Just little things.
Explode a little.
I
In fairness, my guess is this is a bike which is trying to be sold to somebody who will look cool, but can't afford a really fancy bike.
Okay.
Except the price doesn't match to me.
But if you're buying this just for the looks,
you could do worse.
Yeah.
You could definitely do worse.
The price, might look okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm on the fence.
I know you're not sold.
I'm not sold, and part of it is the whole cafe racer thing just doesn't sell me.
Yeah.
I'm like, so we took a bunch of the useful parts of the bike off. Yes, like fenders. Well, yeah, fenders are lame.
At least he doesn't have bar end mirrors. Or did he?
He super did.
He did?
Yes.
Were they up or down?
They were up.
Oh,
well, so they're actually where you could see them.
That's okay.
Yes. Yes. So his cool points go down, but his actually being able to see behind him points go up.
That's nice.
I like being able to see behind me. Meanwhile, in the not a trap zone.
What the fuck?
Motorcycle 1983 Yamaha XS400 Maxim. Absolutely not a trap.
$1,000.
$1,000. XS400 Maxim. 54 plus miles per gallon. Save on gas bill. 4-gallon tank. Chain drive. Blah, blah, blah. New paint, cleaned carbs, new gel battery. Last 10 years. 2 valves per cylinder. 39cc. 4-stroke air cooled. Have we hit the number of necessary characters yet for this ad? Specs Googled. Auto insurance is cheap.
Yeah.
It's in the sound a bird makes.
He clearly Googled everything about this bike so he could post about it.
He clearly Googled the picture for this bike. That's the part that I find most amusing. There is 2 pictures, and they appear to be pictures badly taken of a bad photograph on what looks like to be like somebody took a picture of a photograph with a phone, and then they took a photograph of that phone's screen. Is what this looks like to me.
That's pretty bad.
Like, here are some pictures of a bike which may or may not actually exist in the world.
These are just really cool hipster filters for Instagram, dude. This makes you look authentic.
Out of focus is a hipster filter.
Yeah.
Touche.
Are you just not up? You're just not cool, man.
Chuck, I'm turning 40.
You're not cool.
I wear an orange arrow stitch.
Wow, man.
Cool has left the building.
I'm gonna need you to drop me off.
Cool packed up.
About a mile away from school.
And headed out. So you can walk the rest of the way?
Yeah, and just pretend not to know me.
Just jump a couple fences. When you get in the car, I'll be like, who's this kid? Who the fuck are you? What are you doing in my car?
Just duck down. No one's looking.
Yeah, so pro tip, if the bike appears to be a picture that is found on the internet.
with the description Googled off the internet.
Yes. Probably not a safe bet. But don't worry, Chuck. This one's...
You'll end up in the back of the Reaper track.
This one's sure to go well.
08 Suzuki SV650 for $3,500. Well, super clean SV650. No leaks.
No. Say it right.
Absolutely no leaks.
Say it right.
Absolutely no leak. Okay, super clean SV650. Absolutely no leaks.
Thank you.
All right. Starts up every time. Great throttle response. Good tires. All lights work. Fender Eliminator Kit. Includes LS2 matte black helmet, medium. Fully padded jacket, L, gloves, M, all brand new. 21,000 on the odometer.
Aw.
No low balls. No test drives.
Aw.
Someone's having a baby.
Could be. My particular favorite part about this is not only do they have the cool bar end mirror that goes down.
One bar end mirror.
One bar end mirror, exactly. Chuck, do you have two mirrors on your bike?
Yeah.
You know how I know you're old and lame, Chuck?
Because I have two mirrors on my bike.
Mm-hmm.
And they're above the bars.
Lame as fuck. Excuse me, no. Lame AF. As text talk that the kids do.
Lame FF.
Mm-hmm. Now, in fairness, it's an SV and it appears to be in, good shape.
Yeah. Decent
and
SV.
It's going to be a bitchin' fucking ride. Apart from the fact that they have broomstick bars on it.
Yeah.
Which are universally terrible.
Yeah.
And one fucking mirror. Now, I recognize this mirror. I have two of them on the Bandit.
And how good are they?
Two is probably not enough. I could use a few more. It's like looking through a porthole at the world behind you. You're like, is that a car? It's like peeping through a keyhole at the world.
And the vibration.
Yes, and if it's below your elbow.
Yeah.
It's really going to be like peeping through a keyhole because you can't see shit.
Yep. I remember that when we were at AIM and I sat on all the bikes with the bar end mirrors.
Mm-hmm. And you're like, where's the fucking mirror?
Promptly disappear.
Boy, I hope there's a mirror here somewhere.
It'd be sure nice to know what's happening behind me.
Wonder if there are cars back there. I guess I know the problem, Chuck.
What?
You're too slow.
I'm too slow.
If you were faster, you wouldn't care because nobody would ever be behind you.
I would never care.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I see the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's because I'm old.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. See, there's the problem. You're doing it wrong.
I am doing it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God I'm not turning 40 this year. I don't want to have to go through that hell again.
Fucking Hayabusa with two mirrors. Way to try too hard, Granddad.
40. Damn, I remember. I weeped for days as 40 came closer and closer. Because you really know it's over at that point.
Maybe I should buy a SV650 with one mirror.
In a desperate bid to hold on.
Desperate bit of coolness. Yeah. Okay. Well, if there's no leaks on that one, then how about not finished?
All leaks. All leaks all the time. Price reduced.
Why are you talking about my Bandit like that?
Leaks maximized.
Leaks. Also a bike.
Price reduced. Leaks increased. Buy today.
Here's a 1979 KZ650 cafe price reduced that's about to turn 40.
A cafe price. All right.
Cafe price reduced. Regular price still high. $2,000 fucking dollars. If you're paying, $2,000 for me and I'm full of leaks, it's probably overkill. Low miles 1979 KZ650 cafe racer build. I inherited this bike recently mid-build after my brother got the Harley in the pictures. Excuse me. What? I can count on one hand the list of things this bike needs to be finished. I have a lot of fingers on one hand.
Have you seen that dude with the two-hand? The two-hand dude?
This is that guy. He's selling a bike.
Yeah.
I'm selling to buy parts for my Fox body.
Uh-huh.
I plan on finishing the bike before summer. If not sold by then, the price will increase or I will keep it.
I will not open emails.
For more info or pictures, please text. I will not open emails from KSL ads.
You know what the Fox body is, yeah?
It's a furry suit, right?
No, it's the 85, or I'm sorry, not 85 specifically, but the 80s Ford Mustangs. The Fox bodies, they were that style. They were called the Fox bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really wanted one when I was in high school.
Let the record show that Chuck wanted a furry suit in high school.
Oh my God. And what if I did?
It's 2019. I don't judge.
He lied.
Yeah. So here's a cafe racer for which they want quite a lot of money.
I like the other cafe racer better.
I have to agree. Weirdly enough, I'd be majorly sketched out. My favorite part about this one is that they've taken the trouble to put some braided steel lines on it that lead to a pair of red calipers. Now, normally you'd see red calipers and you think fancy calipers. Let's take a closer look at the calipers.
Shall we?
How many pistons do you see on the calipers?
2?
1 per caliper. These are the original calipers, painted red. These will surely stop the bike eventually.
I'm not going to say this is related at all, but it was real common for Mustang owners to pull the calipers out of their cars and paint them red.
And lo, the Mustang owners had become Subaru WRX owners and Lancer owners and Civic owners. Yeah.
I knew more than a few who did that.
Yeah, everybody. Nobody who actually knows what good brakes look like is fooled, lest anyone wonder. Speaking as the owner of 2 sets of really good brakes, I kind of know what good ones actually look like.
Yeah.
And they look like lots of fucking pistons.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a nice touch. I got to give it to him. It's clean-ish. Ish? Like, I totally go and steal the...
Does it not have a muffler?
Oh, no, there's no muffler.
Oh.
See, Chuck, this is why I can't be seen in public with you. This is why I need you... If we're going to go take a class together, what I need you to do is actually, like, drop me off.
Wear my furry suit?
No, I need you to drop me off, like, a mile from the range, give or take. So I could just, like, walk over.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, I am 100% convinced that one of my students this weekend was doing that. One of my students this weekend was like talking to his dad on the phone because I heard him say blah blah blah, dad. And then he's like, I gotta walk to the train station. Like, your dad's gonna show up on something lame, isn't he? It's happening. He's gonna show up in a bathrobe. It's going on.
There's nothing wrong with showing up in a bathrobe to pick up your kid from elementary school.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah. What? What?
Uh-huh.
I've got that Friday off. What?
Yeah.
I don't want to go places. What?
No, fuck no.
Shut up.
No, you show up in the one-piece suit over the bathrobe. You're like, oh, gotta go inside and get the kids.
Sounds like work.
So not only do you create a scene by showing up on a motorcycle, now everybody's looking at you as you walk around in the bathrobe. Dad skills. We got him.
Well, you are turning 40.
It's true. And you know what would be the great thing to do if I was turning 40? Is not die in a motorcycle crash, Chuck. I should take a class.
Wait.
All right, so we're on with Nick Nelson from Utah Rider Ed. Hey, Nick. How's it going?
Hello, good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
We're great.
The reason we have Nick on tonight is because this is part of our new thing this season, which is Terrify Chuck. Not really.
And Sarah has a restraining order on the both of us. No reaction at all. Wow.
Nothing at all.
No, she's minding her business right now.
Who is she and where's Sarah? What have you done with her?
I'm in the kitchen right now, and Sarah's kind of in the kitchen as well. No, she's milking almonds right now.
That's a thing?
Yeah, she's squeezing the teat of an almond.
Was the diagram I posted earlier helpful then?
That's what she's been doing ever since then. She's squeezing the shit out of them.
This took a direction I did not expect.
Milk. I think she's squeezing the wrong end.
Refer to the diagram.
So, Nick, one of the reasons we had you on tonight was because we're doing one of these ultimate bike bonding courses again. Something that
the main reason we wanted Sarah on, but then she made us talk to Nick.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you guys did there, but apparently I am the unlucky winner today.
I was gonna say, are you sure it's not what you did?
You're probably onto something. So I don't know what I did.
Let's talk about the ultimate bike bonding because it's something that all the coaches are always like nuts to try to do every year, and I hornswaggled Chuck into it this year.
I am nuts not to try to do this.
Yeah, so we're going to talk a little. We figured we'd talk a little bit about it tonight. Talk a little bit about what Utah Rider Ed's doing this year, and then after the fact, we can listen to Chuck cry about how it went.
What is the bike bonding class?
The bike bonding class is going to build confidence for you.
That's what you think.
You could use some of that.
No,
you clearly haven't met me before.
No, it's going to challenge you in many different ways.
Oh, I'm absolutely with that.
We basically jump right into the course with like an offset weave, and that offset weave gets bigger and tighter as you go, and it's going to challenge you in ways you don't normally practice.
Nick, I have to level with you. I have to be very, very honest with you. Me and confidence are not bedfellows.
I could tell by your tequila drinking.
You shut up and mind your business.
Talking of the building of confidence, because they to do a quick rollback for listeners who haven't heard about what the ultimate bike bonding is, or the bike bonding courses in general. How is this different from your standard like experience rider course, or I guess BRC 2
1 or 2
now?
Your standard ERC. I guess as far as a low speed maneuver goes, The closest you're going to get to a really tough low-speed maneuver is going to be either the box or an offset weave, right?
Mhm.
Wait, do we have to do the box at this class?
Yeah,
No.
you're
No, you
the
don't.
box is like, instead of the box being like exercise 8, it's going to be exercise like 2 or 3. You know, it's you jump right into tight maneuvers pretty quickly.
Oh, fuck.
It's gonna be great. The adventure.
Can't bring
Yeah,
me
no, and
Euro.
it just gets tighter and tighter from there. We have one that we call the bow tie. We have one we call the hamburger. Almost half of what the box has in it. So you gradually work your way up to smaller and smaller spaces, challenging yourself by using big cones. We don't use just the little cones that are 2 inches high off the ground. We use 16-inch cones. So you have to avoid them.
Because if you knock them over with your luggage, say, Claire, everyone will see and laugh.
Yes.
Especially if you're Claire, who is really good at that.
Yes.
I'm glad I'm not a teacher. I'm glad I don't know any of these people.
Yeah.
Claire did much better this year at knocking over cones. He had me running around much less.
It's actually a workout course. So now we're running it, of course, for the coaches is because it's, helps us stay sharp, as it were, and, give each other crap because that's what we enjoy.
And you're dragging me into this for entertainment purposes.
Maybe.
Correct.
But it's not something that is necessarily just for coaches. I mean, this is something, is the plan to try to see if we can get enough people to run a couple of these for just regular folks?
Well, we're planning anyway, a student class on May 19th.
Ooh, cool.
Which just so happens to be my anniversary. I just want you to know that.
So you won't be teaching?
Apparently I will, because somebody probably forgot, and she scheduled it on that day.
She forgot your anniversary.
I would bet that's what happened. I'm about 100% sure that that's what happened. But
Man, you just take that card, you tuck it away in your back pocket, and you keep it safe.
What kind of card are you talking about?
Just a little card, little 3x5 card that says, Sarah forgot our anniversary.
This is a yearly occasion.
This is family business land, man.
But yeah, we're planning a student course on May 19th, and awesome. The idea really behind doing these instructor courses is we offer this course to not only our instructors but the other instructors in the state. But realistically, we want our instructors to be the best instructors there are.
Why'd you hire Claire?
I didn't hire Claire. I had nothing to do with that. I can hear a little snickering going on.
Never in 1,000 years would that ever happen.
He was trying really hard to hold it in.
But not only that, we had, like this last one, we had this guy, I don't know what he was thinking, but he showed up with a sidecar attached to his bike. We're a bike bonding class.
Can we not do that?
No, you can do that.
Chuck, I need to borrow a two-wheeler. Because if I show up on the Vespa, they're never going to let me hear the end of it.
You're showing up on the Vespa.
We have a Grom. A Grom is probably more suitable.
No, do it on the Vespa. I'm putting this idea. Do it on the Vespa. There will be pictures.
If we run this class for a lot of instructors, maybe instructors will start talking about it more so, and it'll generate some interest from students.
Yeah. How do you pitch this to people who aren't instructors?
Looking for a challenge. Ones who really get a thrill out of doing well in the box, If they do really well on that and they love it and that's the challenge they want to set for themselves in the class, then, you can take it to a whole nother level if that's the challenge they're seeking.
Yeah, Nick, don't go into marketing. It's not your forte.
Speaking of challenge, though, because
I got to go. Is there a channel we can change this? Is there someone else we can talk to?
Yes.
Yeah, you want to talk to me?
Yeah,
I don't think you want to go there.
I have Sarah standing by.
I hear squawking.
He's the good cop, you see.
I hear squawking too, and it's
screeching
fine.
And squawking.
But so the thing that I always think about when I think about the bike bonding course, and I think it's just a hoot because it's wicked fun and it is challenging. But the thing that I think isn't always clear to people is people hear low speed maneuvers and they're like, okay, it's a trick in a parking lot.
Parking lot course.
Except by the time you're done with it, like you thought you were pretty good at clutch and throttle and brake modulation, and positioning your bike carefully. Yeah, you realize like, wow, I was okay, maybe a good day. Like it changes your perspective tremendously.
How do you think you'll do on the Vespa?
Well, my biggest worry about the Vespa is that centrifugal clutch and the really tight stuff.
Yeah.
Because you got to get enough speed on to keep the centrifugal clutch engaged. But at the same time, you don't want too much because at low gear, that thing takes off like a rocket ship right into a cone.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a challenge.
Yeah, and if you're dragging that rear brake on a Vespa, doesn't it drag some front brake too?
No, mine's not that fancy.
So you actually have a Vespa?
Yeah.
It's
okay,
blue.
I thought this was just a joke.
No, he's got one. It blew.
No. After the
It's
Strom,
blue.
after the Strom exploded on my way to teach a class, I needed something else that had two wheels.
And he had a Vespa in one of the side cases.
Yes. So I deployed the
Really?
lifeboat, and that was that.
Okay.
So it sounds like the Vespa would be pretty challenging to do this course on.
The Vespa will be challenging in parts
Like
of it.
something that only a confident rider, a rider who is very self-assured in his own skill set, a rider, mind you, who has had years of experience with riding many, many, many different motorcycles.
Are we talking about Todd or Claire?
I'm just putting the itch in his head. He won't be able to resist.
The Vespa would be a fun challenge. Well, we would all probably love to try it.
Yeah, I say that's what's really going to happen. I'm going to show up with the
Everyone's
Vespa, and I'm going to turn around and be like, "Fuck did that go?"
Yeah, no, it would
But
be a
then
fun
you would have a
challenge.
motorcycle to pick from.
That's true. Actually, I could go steal their bike.
Well, you could definitely steal one of our bikes.
This is sounding a little more doable suddenly.
It is. No, well, the thing that some people don't realize is like if someone shows up on a big Harley, they think automatically that they're going to have the most challenging bike to do it on. But if with a low center of gravity, it makes it much easier.
Mm-hmm.
So what would be like a really challenging motorcycle to do this on?
Probably
Okay.
like a chopper or a sport bike. Pretty much,
Uh,
sport bikes are the worst bikes to do it on, just because they don't have a good turning radius. Their steering lock is very tight.
So I shouldn't bring my Hayabusa.
I mean, you can, bring it by all means. We'll
I'm
have to
doing
some
this in
fun.
the Ural. I'm doing it in the sidecar rig.
So entertainingly, there actually were a couple exercises that I jumped on the sidecar for because it worked well for the sidecar.
Yeah.
There's one where it's a precision exercise, and you get going really fast and make a turn and stop right between two cones, and then get going again and stop between two cones. That's this real like high precision thing.
Uh-huh.
On a motorcycle, it's somewhat precise. On a sidecar, it's like whole inches to spare. Like you got to know damn well where your side wheel is, and I did kill a couple of cones in the process.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you went through the lane change exercise, doing the bean with the lane changes with the sidecar, and you had to like fly your sidecar over the cones. That was interesting.
That was 100% intentional. I want it known.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
So how many exercises are in the bike bonding class? How many different things are you doing?
9? I think there's 9.
Aren't you guys supposed to know this like the back of your fucking
Well,
hand?
Seeing as how right now I'm teaching it like maybe 2 or 3 times a year, not really.
Aren't you supposed to just be like, 10, step A, stand over 12 feet that way and 3 inches to your right?
No. No.
That's how
No.
Todd makes it sound.
Well, and you know what's really fun about the bike bonding course too is we set up exercises and we can provide tips and coaching, but a lot of the coaching really comes from the student just pushing themselves.
Oh, this is going to be bad.
It is. It's such a challenge. I mean, I could give you as many tips as I want, but if you don't use those tips, you can't do it. It's all about challenging yourself. And there
I'm
is
never
9
gonna
exercises.
forgive you
Sarah
for
just
this.
checked.
How many?
I have
9?
the cards. There is 9.
9, okay.
You're going to do great.
I'm never going to
I'm
forgive
confident.
you.
This class is going to kick your ass, Chuck.
Yeah,
But you're going to love it.
you're so good at the marketing.
So you're going to want to make sure
I know
these-
someone's presidential campaign you should sign up for as their chief publicity guy.
I also want to plug some blue painter's tape. You're going to want to put that on your bike in parts that you don't want scratched.
So I'm going to need a lot of blue painter's tape. You think your Vespa's blue now, bitch. Wait till you see my GS.
Speaking of kind of who's apart from I can already think of some of the people who show up for the BRC2s at the beginning of every year and are just charged to be there, thinking that sounds great. Is the plan to market this to clubs or stuff like that? I mean, it seems like that's really a sweet spot for this kind of exercise. I mean, I guess it depends on the club,
Yeah.
but
I'm like imagining the Mongols. Hey, we should go take this bike bonding class.
No, it has. I've done BRC2 classes with biker clubs, you know, and they rocked it, even though they had like car tires on their rear tires. It was
Oh
really
my God. This will enable us to get away from the police even better. Thanks, Nick and Sarah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a way to target a certain group. I think a lot of the biker clubs would probably be fairly interested. Definitely not all of them, but I think for us, it's going to be a word of mouth gig.
It would be funny if we could somehow get a class of listeners together.
That would be pretty
That
kick-ass.
would be pretty
Listeners in the
hilarious.
general Utah area, check it out.
They could take the class with us
It's guaranteed to be fun
and watch me explode
and hard,
into
which
fire
is sort of the point.
and tears.
Yeah, one of the things we haven't really launched yet, but we're talking about doing is even private course options for those who have been riding for years and really want to go beyond the experienced course.
Mhm.
They could do a private bike bonding course.
Ooh,
See, that would be better for someone like me because
Really?
I hate people.
okay, that's fair. But I mean, the thing about going and taking, especially if you take a course with a bunch of random people, is like they kind of don't matter.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like I tell my students all the time, I'm like, see all these other people? Okay, A, don't get too close to them. Don't trust them. They're learning to ride bikes. They're a bunch of chumps. B, you can learn from them because realistically, some of them are going to be better than you. Some of them are not going to be as good as you. You could see what to do and what not to do just by watching them. And you never have to see them after today.
Right.
And then some couple inevitably is like, ha ha ha, I have to see her every day.
Yeah. Well, okay, but let me throw that back out there. I don't fucking like people. I don't think you understand how much I hate people.
Yeah, you're really going to enjoy this class with these people.
When people see me at motorcycle shows, they talk to me, and I hate them for it.
But you're
Hi,
going to take this
listeners.
class with a bunch of people who have already done it. So they
Even
could
better.
you could be the entertainment.
I already am.
you are the entertainment. That's what's going down here.
I'm going to be on fire. You might not know this, Nick, but I have been on fire.
Actually, actively
On
on fire,
fire.
flames, smoke.
Me and a Triumph Sprint were on fire last year.
Oh, you know what? I know somebody else who I think has been on fire with a Triumph. So that unfortunately doesn't surprise me.
Apparently, it's a thing.
It could be a thing.
It's a
And
thing now.
Is that
Yeah,
what British? Nick's going to refund my entry into this class before I even get anywhere near it.
Did you
Yeah.
pay?
No.
No.
I was caught off guard there. I was thinking it was a free course for you.
Well, now I feel bad.
No, this just gives us that much more right to pick on you.
Oh, shit.
You are not a paying customer. I can pick on you. It's valid.
friend of the school, Chuck.
Friend
He's
of the
here.
school.
Yeah, like a breakfast burrito or something would be delicious. A bagel from Einstein's, or
Are you putting in a breakfast order? What the fuck do you think you are?
The other Utah Rider Ed thing that was kind of cool this year that we had going on is we're in St. George now, huh?
We are in St. George, and how many classes do we run in St. George this year? 4. 4 classes in St. George. I was only a part
Already?
of one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it cold as fuck in St. George?
No.
No?
It's fucking St.
No,
George.
it was the one I was down there for. I think we were around 45, 50 degrees the whole class.
Yeah,
It
so
was
that's
beautiful.
cold as fuck, just to be clear.
God, I was teaching in fucking snow 2 days ago.
I don't know.
Fucking sideways
fucking-
snow.
Why?
Yeah, no,
Why?
St. George was beautiful, man. It was great. And
40
half
is-
of our students actually drove down to get out of the snow to come down
Oh.
there and join us. So
Cold everywhere in the state. Why is it so fucking cold here?
Wait, back, but roll that one back, because so you're like, well, we run courses in South Jordan where it'll be 32 degrees, or if you want, we're doing it in St. George where it's really, and they're like, yeah,
Where you
oh yeah, no,
4 hours away, you can get
fuck
that.
it, great, don't care, go in there.
Yeah, 50% of the students were from either like Ogden area or Salt Lake area.
No
Damn.
shit. What class
Oh,
were
yeah.
you doing?
Just the BRCU.
BRCU.
Yeah, we have the
BRC.
BRC2 down there as well, but the
Okay.
classes we did this time around were just the BRC.
Now, since you're in St. George already, and it's just a quick hop, skip, and a jump over to Nevada and these liquor, can Nevada people who happen to live right over the border come up to St. George and take the class and still have it count in Nevada, or do they have a different deal there?
Yes, we had 2 students from Nevada for the most previous class.
Mm-hmm.
It might count because it's just MSF.
MSF cards and MSF cards. right?
Yes.
It not only waives the writing test there, but I believe it also waives the written.
Oh, that's hot shit.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. The magic, give me a license card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, they issue driver's licenses in Nevada and Arizona?
Yeah, it comes with your license to drink and
Yeah,
drive.
you just have to pass a drug test, and that's it. And you'll be fine.
Oh, fuck.
In Nevada? You taking drugs? Yep, he is. Here's your license.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have to test positive or they kick you.
Yeah,
You have no drugs or alcohol at all in you.
Fucking narc. Go
Call
to
the
Utah.
cops.
We on this subject, we also start classes in Park City this May.
Nice.
Damn.
So that was quite the hit this last year too. And in the summertime, when it's 100 degrees down in the valley, we have classes up in Park City that make it a little bit cooler and
No,
enjoyable.
you can't teach at Park City,
Can I
dumbass.
teach those in like August or so? That'd be
No.
great. Just pencil me in.
No.
Yeah, no, it's a good gig for sure.
Man, so we're all over creation. Cool.
Yeah, very interstate.
Utah Rider Ed with the capital U, not just like Salt Lake City Rider Ed.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
no, it's definitely with a capital U.
Right.
I don't know how many years running, but we've definitely been teaching more students in Utah than anybody else. So
Yeah, how many classes did we run last year? I mean, other than a shitload.
I'm gonna say a shitload. Sarah is thinking right now.
We ran, I would say, 70% of the students in the state
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
last year.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
and I know it was, what was it over? It was over 1,200 students, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that's just for BRC.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like over 1,200 students just for BRC.
Wow.
So apparently, if you take a Utah Rider Ed class, just by having the sticker, you'll have something to talk about with the other motorcyclists you run into.
Correct.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Probability doesn't.
I can just imagine people like running into each other randomly at like Moab or somewhere, and they see each other's stickers, and they're like, "Did you have that asshole Todd? Yeah, I totally had him.
That fucking guy.
Fuck less!
That guy with the sidecar, and then he showed up the second day with a Vespa.
I am predicting right now that $20 says I will hear "suck less" within the first 10 minutes of that bike bonding class.
It may not be aimed at you. As I explained to Chuck, if he's taking a class with a bunch of coaches, we're really going to be up in each other's shit, not in his.
You say that, but I don't think you're going to pass up the chance to give me shit.
Well, strike while the iron's hot, right?
Yeah, no, you will be given some shit. Yeah, and by the end of your introduction, yeah, you probably will have already gotten some.
I just know it. Todd's going to be all over me.
Well, mostly to steal your bike. Be like, take the Vespa. I'm taking the GS.
I think the GS is probably going to be the bike I do it on.
Yeah?
Because I am just terrified of dropping the.
Hey guys, while I'm standing over here fixing the Wi-Fi connection,
Hmm?
I want you to know that there's 24 people registered for bike bonding,
Oh, Jesus
Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna basically be running splits on every exercise.
which
Wow.
is kind of cool.
That's
And
very
that's-
cool
That's going to be really cool that you're going to be able to actually watch the other group
and terrifying.
and then go out and play.
Mm.
I think that's neat. So.
That is pretty cool. This is gonna
She's stealing all my thunder.
it's gonna be a little bit of a madhouse. That's gonna be awesome.
May 19th is a class we are offering to students for bike bonding. It's
Locals to
$90
Utah?
per student.
How long is the class?
It's about 5 hours, depending on how many people we end up out there.
Okay. Is there any classroom time, or is it all on the range?
No classroom, all on the range.
Okay.
All range, all the time, all awesome.
And
Yes,
on
yes,
your
this
own
is,
bike.
This is definitely the type of class where you expect the student to show up knowing how to operate their motorcycle.
Well, aren't you going to be in for a surprise?
Yeah, and ERC, so BRC2 is required to have been taken within a year of this class.
Oh, shucks. Well, damn it.
Chuck, you are excluded from this requirement.
Motherfucker.
No worries. You are so free to join us.
So everybody make sure to check it out. If you're local to Utah or in the Utah area, check out the bike bonding course. It is
Utah Rider
so
Ed.
much fun.
UtahRiderEd.com.
UtahRiderEd.com.
Yeah, UtahRiderEd.com.
Try out our sweet new online booking system. God, I
Yes.
love the booking system.
Oh, really?
So convenient.
Oh, that's cool. I
Did you
remember
like it? Did it work good for you?
It's awesome.
when I booked my very first BRC way back in like 2006.
Dinosaurs roamed the earth.
It was just
Jeez
emails.
Louise, you're that young of a rider?
Hey, will you?
Hey, you guys, did you know Nick got a new bike last year?
Yeah, Todd did. He was there.
What'd you get?
Yeah, he got all civilized.
The Ducati Multistrada.
Oh, nice.
Yes, he was like, the Tuono is too temperamental and European. I'm going to buy a Ducati instead.
Yeah. No, it was. You know what? Actually, that Multistrada will run circles around the Tuono in bike bonding, though. That Tuono was a monster in bike bonding.
I bet. I remember a couple people tried it and it didn't go so well. So you have the Multistrada right now, Nick. What else do you ride? Is it just the Multistrada as your main rig?
Just the Multistrada. I sold the Aprilia Tuono, I had a CBR 1000 SP. I sold that, and I sold the Triumph race bike, and now I have the Multistrada.
Very cool.
I'm a one bike dude right now.
I know you're like way below the average, aren't you? Like aren't coaches supposed to have like on the average 3 bikes? I mean, I feel a little dirty being below the average.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, I guess I could ride Sarah's bikes. Does that count?
Waiting for it to slap.
Yeah, I mean, she has 2 of them, so I mean, I guess that makes me have like access to 3.
I own like 42 motorcycles.
That's true.
There's a Wii in there.
I own everything.
42 motorcycles.
So basically, when you go through and you edit this, you just edit Sarah out of everything.
That's gonna be hard.
We're gonna dub in a backup Sarah voice.
Wait, speaking of Sarah, can we go back to the part where she said I was young?
A young rider?
I'll take it. That's good.
Okay.
Not visible to listeners, as Chuck's beard is almost entirely gray at this point.
White.
Well, Nick, thanks so much for being on and talking with us tonight.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for the invite. I appreciate it.
And Sarah, I mean, why do you have to horn in on Nick's thunder like that?
Yeah, I know. She definitely she wouldn't leave the room.
And a special thanks to the Peanut Gallery.
She's hovering a little.
All right, thanks, Nick. Catch you later, man.
Did you just call him Dick?
Thank you. You guys have a great night.
You too.
You know what would be a great thing for you turning 40?
What?
Buying a bike that is also turning 40.
No.
So that you and the bike
Absolutely not.
can fall to pieces
100%.
together.
No.
Just rust away in peace.
Nope.
With your fancy Pinot Noir in a can.
I have enough bikes falling apart. Thank you. I'm full at this time. So get good. Because especially if you're entering middle age, you are in a very dangerous age.
Get good, suck less.
Not missed by me was the fact that, by the way, Utah motorcyclists in 2016, which is the most recent numbers we have, we're way down on single vehicle accidents.
Good.
Which is way cool. It's high 30s percentage of fatalities from single vehicle crashes. Cars are trying to take up the slack. They're working their asses off.
Well, Utah Rider Ed has changed a lot over the years.
Yeah.
Since I took it.
Well, Utah Rider Ed, the company and education of riders in Utah, has changed dramatically too.
Yeah, it's very cool.
We're getting our hooks into a lot of people, and it's really cool, actually. That shift I see as a very positive thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like any fatalities, but like whatever, you die crossing the road.
Right.
But seeing that it's more not just riders sucking, that makes me feel really good, actually, when I'm teaching classes.
Well, yeah, I mean, you should be proud of that.
That's a charge.
Yeah, you should definitely be proud of that. I mean, I don't give a shit, but yeah, you should be proud of that.
Thanks, Chuck. You're all heart. You're a man of the people.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting paid, right?
Well, yeah.
No, then fuck it. No, whatever. We have mail.
Mail?
We have actual mail.
Actual physical. Oh my. Mail. Wow. It's like in paper things.
Yep.
Is that what you old folks do on paper? You write things down with pens?
Hey, this first one's for you.
Oh, is it? Okay. All right. This one's for Todd from Free Square Reader. Chuck, this is a sales email.
Yeah. Okay. I was just kidding.
Except every.
You can open this one.
Okay. It does say we can take people's money, though. I don't want to go back to that. Chuck and Todd from a friend.
I let you open that first just in case the powder comes out.
Mm-hmm. To Chuck, Todd, and your families, happy holidays. Wishing you the best of the holidays and a prosperous 2019. Ted, Tim, Chris, and Justin, the Motorcycle Men podcast.
Oh,
That's actually a genuinely really nice card.
yeah, it's an official Harley Davidson
Oh, it's an official Harley Davidson
paper
card.
goods card.
Oh God, I wish I hadn't bent that cutting it out. That's like
official.
That's a pretty big outlay.
Official Harley Davidson paper goods
With a fairly cool bear riding a motorcycle picture on it.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get over the fact that there is an entity called Harley Davidson paper goods.
I am not actually that surprised.
I am not surprised, but it's just one of those things I just hadn't thought of.
Just hadn't considered.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Ted. Listeners, be sure to check out the Motorcycle Men podcast. They're one of the podcasts I actually listen to.
This one comes from Zach in Alaska, and it's addressed to me, so fuck you.
All right, then. Dear Chuck, fuck Todd. I hate that guy. Take a number.
Okay. And yes, this is our Christmas mail.
Apparently.
It took me this long to get
We're
it.
really, really bad at this.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
So,
dun, dun.
I've got it's a from one vaguely ethnic guy to another. Hashtag Team Chuck.
Okay. And they sent you?
And they sent me a projecting disdain for accepted principles may require more than one sticker. Buell sticker from back in the day.
Wow.
Buell.com/sticker.
It's kind of a kick-ass sticker.
Yeah, it's that old school Buell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Pegasus one.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
This is cool. Thank you.
I'm thinking that guy has to go in the GS.
Yeah, you should go. Okay. It will go on the GS. I got a Japan flag sticker for the GS.
Perfect.
So, yeah, this will go there too.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you. We got one more.
Slightly mangled.
Slightly mangled.
2 Wheelnerds.
They did not write their name on it, so of course I hand it to you.
It's one of them ones with the fancy metal doohickey.
I got too much to live for.
Yep. There's paper inside. There might be a manifesto in here.
Ooh, I hope so. I love manifestos.
There's money. No,
There's money?
no.
Oh, wow. There's a
lie. There's patches.
what?
Oh my.
Go for broke.
Okay, this is from Go for Broke.
BrokenBonePatch.com.
Thought you might enjoy a couple of my Go for Broke patches. I've been selling these for 15 years or so, mostly to motorcyclists, and I have the privilege of having about 24 of these on my riding gear. The patch business doesn't pay the rent, but it's fun, and I get to meet folks in the riding community with it. Maybe I'll see it on Rossi's Leathers one day. Regards, Patrick, BrokenBonePatch.com.
BrokenBonePatch.com. Oh, so I put this actually where I have broken a bone.
Oh, I see. Apply patch to your gear at the location of the break. Be sure to have a good story ready for people when they ask you how you earned the patch. P.S. It doesn't have to be a real story.
I am going to take this patch, Patrick, and attach it to the crotch of my jeans and say I had a very good senior year in high school.
I'm going to attach it to the entire right side of my body.
We're going to need more patches.
I'm gonna...
Well, that's really
Thank
cool.
you, Patrick.
Let me see
That's
the letter.
fun.
That's neat. So that can go up on our wall of fame.
That's going in the wall of fame.
Yeah, Patrick.
Next to the likes of Cerberus Moto towels and bikinis and
I'll stick the link to the brokenpatch.com in our show notes.
yeah,
That's way cool.
it's fun.
Yeah. We've been talking about trying to do patches of some sort forever.
Yes, it turns out that patches are. After talking with Aerostitch, by the way, it turns out
fancy.
yes, fancy. I don't know about Aerostitch. Suit up, Aerostitch. Suit drinking Pinot Noir from a can.
Seconds later, they incorporate a Pinot Noir cup holder into the Stitch suit.
Aerostitch already sells
The
dehydrated
adventure
wine.
Yeah, the
Yes.
adventure wine,
Mm-hmm.
which we haven't tried yet.
No, we haven't.
We're gonna have to get some of that.
Seems like a hole in our trying stuff
Yeah.
on the show.
We haven't tried anything weird in a long time.
Yes. Listeners who have strange adventure type food or just motorcycle friendly food or
For us
themed food,
to find out about,
send it along because
or a link. You don't have to buy it for us, but it would be nice.
send it along. We're sort of hungry. You have tacos in particular?
Adventure taco,
Yeah, send tacos.
adventure freeze-dried taco.
Tacos always welcome. Oh, God, that'd be great. Why hasn't anyone invented like a travel taco? Why can't I open a packet and be like, Chuck, I really want a taco.
That's almost what the Jack in the
taco.
Box taco is.
Oh.
You don't like the Jack in the Box taco?
No.
I don't know if I can be your friend anymore.
Chuck, I live in the West. I moved here from the East. I trip over good tacos. I walk down the street and I bash into something with my knee, and I'm like, oh, fuck, it's a taco cart selling really good tacos.
Here's the problem, Todd. You haven't come full circle yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's like bad movies.
Mm-hmm.
You go out and you watch good movies, well-made movies, well-crafted movies,
Okay.
and you come back to the shitty movie because it's entertaining in a different way.
I feel like on some level I've been there with bikes already.
Yeah, but we need to do another movie episode soon.
Ah.
But tacos are the same way.
Yeah.
Yes, there are good tacos. Yes. But the Jack in the Box taco.
But it's literally harder for me to find a Jack in the Box taco than a really good street taco.
Well, yeah, because we don't have it in the Jack Box here.
That's what I'm saying.
But once we get a
But a
little
good
bit
street
south,
tacos like literally
Yeah.
every block.
well, yeah, but you just get a little bit south of here.
Uh-huh.
So like Cedar City,
Uh-huh.
and it's Jack in the Box.
Uh-huh.
And you can have all the Jack in the Box tacos in the world,
Uh-huh.
and they're amazing.
Or I can go to like the shit bag taco place with much better tacos.
And Cedar City, no, because you can, like you said, you can get good tacos anywhere here.
Oh, okay. So it's a trip. You're like, wow, I need to travel somewhere for some shit tacos.
You know what it is, Todd?
What?
An adventure.
Adventure! Adventure tacos.
I love Jack in the Box tacos.
Someone invent some adventure tacos.
I love
For the love of God.
Jack in the Box tacos. They're
Oh.
amazing. They're so good. I can eat like 12 of them in a sitting.
Jesus, fatty.
Just put them in like that.
Mhm.
Oh, it's so good.
Like flashbacks to White Castle in Vegas.
That was okay.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. How did the White Castle in Vegas compare to the White Castle where it came from?
I have no actual frame of reference.
You've never had White Castle?
No.
But you're from the East.
Yeah. In the Northeast.
Do they not have White Castle?
We have Al's French fries.
What's that? Just fries? Burgers?
Yeah.
Oh. Do you guys have the steamed hamburger place?
No. Fuck. wrong with
There
you?
is a very famous restaurant, famous for its steamed hamburgers that are steamed in a machine from like the 1700s,
I live in fear.
somewhere on the East.
What have you learned this week, Chuck?
I've learned that I think Patrick just cursed us.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because now we're going to break our bones.
I've learned that I need a few more of those patches, but for my ski suit, not for my motorcycle suit.
I've also learned that someone needs to make an adventure Jack in the Box taco.
Get on that.
And you drink canned wine. Okay, wait. Canned wine. How's it compared to the box wine?
Better than box wine.
Better than the box wine?
Mhm.
Okay. Is it, what if you let the box wine breathe?
Still better than box wine.
Okay.
Box wine's too sugary.
Oh, it's sugary?
It's sugary as fuck. It's sweet. It's nasty.
Oh,
Box wine is for people like you who don't like actual wine. You might enjoy box wine, Chuck.
Should I be offended?
Yes. Emphatic. Yes. But that's all we've got time for this week. Until next time, I'm Todd.
Fuck you.
Ride safe, everyone.
Fuck you still. I'm still projecting. Fuck you.
We'll see you next week.
I need to be very clear about this.
Uh-huh.
Fuck you.
You can contact us at wheelnerds@gmail.com or leave us a message at area code 801-917-4136.
Record an intro for our show of you and your bike, and maybe it'll be on a future show.
Stickers and other merchandise is available at our website, www.wheelnerds.com.
If you use iTunes or Stitcher, please leave a review for us. Hell, write our URL on bathroom walls if it helps.
If you like this podcast, you can find more like it at Wheelnerds.com. This has been a Wheelnerds production, all rights reserved. Readings from other sources are the property of their respective owners and are used with satirical intent.